Follow us on Twitter. Insights.
Yeah.
2 I's in the middle. INSIIGHTS.
All right, y'all.
CIAA basketball tournament, live and in color, kicking it from here in Baltimore, Maryland. There we go. Get it going, get it going, get it going. Rick Brown, your reporter's favorite reporter that reports the report that nobody else will report. He gives that report.
What's up, Coach? My man.
Oh man, you my man. You the man. Rick Brown. Rick Brown.
Oh,
Hey, already sports diva. She want to know, Coach, where you at? Here we are. We in Baltimore, Maryland. MD 2020. Some of y'all wouldn't know nothing about that. MD 2020. Man, we up at the CIAA tournament. You say what now?
They're the smart ones who don't know about that.
Hey, those who know about it might not really know about it. Oh, Rick. Yeah, I knew you'd catch that. I knew you'd catch it. That wasn't gonna go past your head. Oh.
So how's the Queen City treated?
It's cold. It's cold, but I ain't going nowhere but inside the gym. So that's all I'm concerned about. I'm just rocking inside the gym, watching some good basketball. But tomorrow, Claflin goes on the court. The women go on at 12. The men go on at 2. And right off the bat, we had something here.
Hey everybody. You need to know that Claflin junior guard Lauren Scott was named to the CIAA First Team All-Conference as she earned a spot on the 2024 All-Conference team, and that is a big deal. Lauren has been a dynamic part of the Lady Panthers' resurgence under Coach T. Jenkins. She has been the team's leading scorer each of her 3 seasons at Claflin, but has never been considered a selfish shooter. Winning is still the most important objective for her. She is scoring at a career-high clip of better than 17 points per game. She is the conference's second leading scorer and has led the Lady Panthers to the number 2 seed in the Southern Division. She is the conference deep bomber as she converts more threes than any other scorer from the women's side of the conference. In the month of February, Lauren was named the National HBCU Player of the Week for her outstanding play. Lauren and her Lady Panther teammates will return to the court noon on Thursday in the Women's Tournament at Royal Farms Arena in Baltimore, Maryland. Keep up with the weekly Claflin Athletics show exclusively on Insights Roku and on the Insights mobile app. It's available on Android and your iPhone. Support your Claflin athletic department. Show that Panther pride and stay updated.
That Panther pride.
I said, Lauren put the thing on him this season. She had an outstanding season. But one of the things that was really kind of ironic, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, but Lauren was the only one that was recognized from the men or women's team. Both of them got the second seed. The coach was, the Claflin women were picked to finish 6th or 7th in the preseason. They ended up being 2nd in their division. No recognition to the Claflin team outside of Lauren. I mean, for the men or women team. So my thing was, as a coach, oh yeah, you talk about you always try to build like us against the world mentality. Some people make it real easy for you to build that.
So motivation, huh?
Oh yeah, Rick, come on now. Come on now. But and the primary thing we keep trying to tell them, it's all about wins and losses. When you win, recognition comes. So don't look for anybody to give it to you. You got to kind of go out and take it. They don't want to give you a championship. You got to take a championship. You can't. You won't even go out there and win it. You got to take it because somebody else wants it. You got to take it out their hands if that's what you want. Yeah. And I got kind of fired up when I saw some of it. So I know that the Claflin staff and all of them got a little bit fired up about it and said, we're going to internalize this and we're going to use it. That's what I would do.
Right. Yeah. Most deaf.
You got people like Michael Jordan and Kobe. They always went back and took whatever slight they could find against somebody to give themselves a mental edge to come out and compete. And as a team, you get a team like that with something to do, you could have messed up and got a Panther really pissed off. And as they said in one of the promos, they like to stalk and they like to eat. That's what the Panthers like to do. So, insights everywhere. We right here to see it. Provide our support.
Bring me back some crab cakes.
Bring you back some crab cakes. I was like, bring you back some crab cakes. Rick, we had something. We've been trying to do some promos, and you see our screen going there, our moving screen in the background. With the stars and the Panthers in the background and basketball tournament. Trying to jazz it up a little bit. But we always thank people for sending us information of what's going on Instagram. Well, this time what went on Instagram was something we put out there for Rickard's basketball.
Rickard's boys basketball is the last remaining area basketball team, boys or girls. We play this Friday night, 7 o'clock at Daytona Mainland High School. We remember how our season ended last year against Mainland. Support your Rickard's Raiders as we rep the 850. Follow us to Daytona, the last hurdle to get to next week's state tournament in Lakeland.
Hey everyone. Insights continues to cover Rickard sports. Insights has broadcast football games, volleyball matches, boys and girls basketball. Baseball and softball are on deck. Follow Insights to stay updated with the Rickard's Raiders. Download Insights on Roku and your mobile apps. Behold the blue and gold.
Behold the blue and gold.
Rick, the Rickard's Athletic Department retweeted that, sent it out, and the Rickard's people got behind it. We probably got about 1,500 hits on it. They got about 1,500 hits on it. And out of that 1,500, we probably have about 50 that are followers. The rest of them came from them passing that social media around to other people. And we're just trying to make sure we help support and promote those people who help and support us.
Hey, hey, most definitely. And since we got you, hey, Rickard's people, hey, subscribe, follow. Holler at us on the app. Did you know the app was on the phone? Did you know? Did you know? It really is. Insights. 2 eyes in the middle. Has a big eye. You can't miss it. See Insights in the back of me, behind me back there? Just spell that, folks. It'll pop up here. You got us 24/7. Even if you don't want us 24/7, we're here. So when you wake up, you're just like, let me see what them knuckleheads are doing. Bam. Here we are.
Here we are. We right there. Before we get to serious thing, I like your Mississippi Mayhem. We're going to get to that. We're going to talk some about the HBCU and the top NFL prospects. But it's the beginning of one of your seasons that, as a reporter, used to really kind of get out and do some things at training camp with baseball. Tell us what baseball was like when you were covering that for the Lakeland Legends.
Oh, wow, man. It was so much fun because spring training, we had a lot of spring training games right in a 30-mile radius all around. We had the Kansas City Royals and what was then called Boardwalk in baseball. The Detroit Tigers have been in Lakeland since the 20s, I believe. And then you had the Cincinnati Reds in Plant City. The Yankees have been here in Tampa for forever. And then you have some schools, some teams in Dunedin, which is right outside of Tampa. So it was great because we all had a beat. All the reporters had a beat. I had the Kansas City Royals when I first came to Lakeland. 2 months later, I'm covering the Kansas City Royals. Bo Jackson, what was the Andy McGaffigan was the pitcher. Big boy who played with the Red Sox. Oh my gosh, I'll tell that story next week. But and people just flocked to the games, to the spring training.
Well, they were well attended, Rick.
Yes, people would take off work. Well, the snowbirds will come down, number one. So,
Okay.
and they come down specifically for spring training. I mean, and they're at the games, and you get to meet people and know them because they're there every year.
Mm.
And you get to see the players later on in spring training, the big league squad, but you get to see the up and coming guys early on as well. So I enjoyed my spring training days. Howard McRae was the manager for the Royals. Yeah, good time, good times. And they didn't treat me like a Cub reporter. They treated me, yeah. They gave me the blues like I was one of the boys. So
that's kind of the rite of passage when they mess with you like that.
Yeah, yeah. But it was great, Coach. I mean, and the facilities, even though a lot of the spring training teams have gone to Arizona, Lakeland is still, I mean, the Tigers are still in Lakeland. The Yankees are still here in Tampa. And then you have
the
some
Minnesota Twins are down there somewhere, aren't they?
Yeah, I think let's see, the Nationals are on the East Coast. I think the Twins are in Sarasota as well with the Orioles. I think that's right. I think they're on the West Coast.
I remember we had the Mitchells, father and son, as an interview about 6 weeks ago, and they've extended an invitation to come down and go to training camp.
Okay.
So I might have to take them up on that and go down there and make a pit stop, pick you up, see if you want to go down there and hang out with them for a little bit at the Minnesota Twins. Hashtag insights everywhere.
Everywhere.
So it's just a matter of being able to get out and talk to people and establish those relationships. And baseball, baseball for black people, it has not survived. It's kind of dying on the vine for black people. It's basketball and it's football, but there's not much in baseball, and baseball is the sport that doesn't have a salary cap on it. You can get paid an insurmountable amount of money. Nobody's trying to limit the amount of money you can make.
Yeah, most definitely. I should have stuck with it.
So you should have stuck with it. Okay. Speaking of football.
Mikey Victor is a 6'2", 212-pound defensive back from Alabama State and is considered one of the top 2024 HBCU draft prospects. He participated in the Hula Bowl and East-West Shrine Bowl. Victor projects as an adequate rotational NFL prospect. His unique blend of physical attributes, coupled with his skill set, positions him as a valuable asset with the capacity to contribute significantly to an NFL franchise. Mikey Victor's path to the NFL is paved with potential and promise. With targeted training and development, he has the potential to evolve into a more dynamic and versatile defender, capable of enhancing his coverage responsibility. Sundiata Anderson from Grambling State University's scouting report is as follows. He stands 6'4" and hits the scales at 245 pounds. Anderson possesses physical attributes that make him a formidable edge defender. His agility and length contribute to his potential to be effective in his projected role on defense. He exhibits very good quickness off the line and has several effective defensive moves that he uses effectively. Anderson understands blocking schemes and displays solid lateral quickness. His ability to create turnovers and chase down plays showcases his potential as a game changer. Sundiata Anderson is projected as a quality NFL. No. Jarvion Howard stands at 5'10" inches and weighs 200 pounds. As a sixth-year senior, he possesses a compact build, a bulky frame, and a thick lower half. His journey began as a 3-star recruit and the 36th ranked running back prospect in the class of 2018. He spent 4 seasons at Syracuse and transferred to Alcorn State before the 2022 season. Howard is projected as a quality NFL rotational prospect. His ability to succeed behind various run-blocking schemes. Davius Richard is a 6'3", 215-pound quarterback from North Carolina Central. In 2022, he topped the MEAC in passing with 2,661 yards, 25 passing and 15 rushing touchdowns. Throughout his career, Richard earned 13 MEAC Offensive Player of the Week honors and was a 3-time All-Conference performer. Richard is declaring for the 2024 NFL Draft to fulfill his NFL dream. He's viewed. No. Tyreek Stewart is an offensive tackle from North Carolina A&T. Pro scouts feel he has finisher mentality and plays with a high level of physicality in the trenches. He's a tenacious run blocker with good raw physical strength and power in the run game. They like his aggressiveness and finisher mentality they see on film.
Now, one of the things that kind of gets me, these are some of the top, supposedly top. You know, we go through this every year, and at the end of the day, we only get 1 or 2 that's drafted. And if you don't get drafted in the top 3 or maybe 4 rounds, you're hoping not to get drafted anyway, because then you could go as an undrafted free agent and go to a program where there may be a bigger need for your services. Now, Mikey Victor, people like his size, 6'2", 210, the corner 215, the cornerback at Alabama State. Sundiata Anderson from Grambling, they're listing him at 6'4", 245, but last year they were listing him at 215, 225. But he's a guy we've been hearing about for a couple years. I don't know about Richard, the quarterback from North Carolina Central. He did get hurt in the HBCU Combine, a legacy game, but he's okay. He's a dual threat quarterback. The thing I do like about him, I pull for all of them, but he's a Florida boy. He's from Belgrade Central. And it was funny when he was listed red shirt freshman year, he was 6'1", 185. Now he's 6'3", 215. So go figure. But he's a man now. They put him in that weight room, and he's really, really develop. So it's interesting now with the combine and all of that coming up. And, we did the HBCU combine. Yeah. My own feeling on it is that they just kind of did something for HBCUs to silence us a little bit. Um, and gotten some guys the opportunity to be taped and not taped, but timed and things. So a lot of guys, some of the guys are timing faster than what they thought they were. And I see you, Sports Diva. Is the NFL ready for HBCU players? Um,
Only if they can get them for cheap.
see, they
Really, I mean, they already they've shown us the last 2 years, ever since we've been 3 years since we've been doing this show, what they think of us, what they think of HBCU football, and for the most part, they don't think a lot of it.
right.
So, what are you gonna do? You still have to play the game. I mean, the athletes always want to play at the highest level. They want to show that they can compete. You just want to get a chance. Once you get a chance, it's on you. Then it's on you then. But getting that chance, getting that foot in the door. That's why the HBCU legacy, the combine and the Legacy Bowl. As long as there's a couple of scouts there that can get some film on you, then that could be a door later on. That can open up a door later. So keep grinding. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not going to be easy. But as long as you have a chance, as long as you got a shot, and coach is right. If you're not drafted early, which, wow, was it Steve McNair, the last really high draft choice? Guess Marquise went in the 5th round.
Mm-hmm.
Keys went in the 5th. Oh man, Frat from NC Central went in the 4th to the Bucks. Smith, he was a cornerback years ago. But heck, I can't think anything before the 4th round in any recent time.
No, it hasn't been. And, those days of when we actually had those juggernaut programs have gone. We don't have those type of programs that we had before under Jake and Merritt, Eddie Robinson and them. Those players are now playing at LSU, Florida State, Ohio State. So it's making it extremely difficult for some of these student athletes, and they only evaluate them when they play those money games anyway. They don't even count the games that we play against each other because they say it's no competition.
Right. And
So
Richard, he had his shot against UCLA this year. I think NC Central went out to California, played
got
UCLA, and didn't have a real good game at all.
Mm-hmm. We got blitzed. NCCU got blitzed. So that makes it unfortunate. Now, something that's not related to sports, but is part of sports, is the story you did, and we're going to talk about it, but the story you did you entitled Mississippi Mayhem. Ladies and gentlemen, you really need to pay attention to this. You really do.
As Black History Month comes to an end, there's a movement that could be the beginning of the end to 3 HBCUs in Mississippi. A bill filed by Republican Senator John Polk, if passed, will close 3 state-funded schools by 2028. Senate Bill 2726 was introduced as a cost-cutting measure by the senator. Under the proposal, the Board of Trustees of the Institution of Higher Learning in the state would announce the shutting down of 3 schools by June of 2025, and the schools would be permanently closed by June 3 years later. The 3 HBCUs in the crossfire could be Jackson State, Alcorn State, and Mississippi Valley State. The board is supposed to consider factors such as enrollment, graduation rates, degrees offered, and local economic impact. The bill is currently in committee and has to pass through committee before it can be voted on by the Senate and the House. The proposal comes to a state that has a 22.8% of Mississippians with bachelor's degrees or higher, which is ranked 49th out of 50 states. Still, this move should serve as a public announcement to some and an alert to others. Pay attention. If this bill passes or even gets out of committee, what's stopping other states from trying to do the same? Stay alert.
No, I'm going to play this again.
As Black History Month comes to an end, there's a movement that could be the beginning of the end to 3 HBCUs in Mississippi. A bill filed by Republican Senator John Polk, if passed, will close 3 state-funded schools by 2028. Senate Bill 2726 was introduced as a cost-cutting measure by the senator. Under the proposal, the Board of Trustees of the Institution of Higher Learning in the state would announce the shutting down of 3 schools by June of 2025, and the schools would be permanently closed by June 3 years later. The 3 HBCUs in the crossfire could be Jackson State, Alcorn State, and Mississippi Valley State. The board is supposed to consider factors such as enrollment, graduation rates, degrees offered, and local economic impact. The bill is currently in committee and has to pass through committee before it can be voted on by the Senate and the House. The proposal comes to a state that has a 22.8% of Mississippians with bachelor's degrees or higher, which is ranked 49th out of 50 states. Still, this move should serve as a public announcement to some and an alert to others. Pay attention. If this bill passes or even gets out of committee, what's stopping other states from trying to do the same? Stay alert. Stay alert.
Rick, go ahead and add some more that you didn't have. Share your thoughts on it.
Well, listen, this has happened before in other states. I know particularly Louisiana. They tried to, the Senate or their Congress basically tried to, as a cost-cutting measure, close a couple of schools, a couple of HBCUs, and it got defeated early. It didn't even get any traction, but it's starting to prep up more and more. And the thing is, even though there's 8 public universities in Mississippi, you think they're going to go after Ole Miss? You think they'll go after Mississippi State? No. No, heck no. So that leaves, maybe Mississippi University of Women, perhaps, Delta State, perhaps, but not likely. Whenever things have gone the way they've gone and things, the first things they have to cut, who do they come after usually?
Oh, yeah.
And I tried to keep that report as level as possible, just straight, no chaser, no sidebars. But do you see it happening? Do you see what's happening out there? And what you have to do, you have to pay attention. People here in Florida, you have to pay attention. You see, they've already started with the curriculum here in education. Pay attention to what's going on. And I didn't even hit with the this is why you have to vote. And this is why voting in non-presidential cycles is very important. Because it's not the president who puts the laws, the state laws in the books. It's the local guys. They're the ones who get you. They're the ones who put the laws in the state books. So that's why voting is very, 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 very important. And voting in the local elections is very important because the guys who go up, and I'm going to speak for Florida, guys who go up to Tallahassee, they mean more to us than the ones who than the Washington guys, the White House guys, the White House guys.
Right.
So this is why it is very important. You have to. I mean, and like I said, I didn't put any of that in there. That was a straight reporting. These are the facts. Now, this is my opinion. This is Rick Brown's opinion. The thoughts of Rick Brown does not reflect that on Insights or Mac4 Enterprises. This is on me. You got to vote because they're coming after you. And why in the state that with where college degree or higher, bachelor's degree or higher, is 49th, 49th out of 50 states. And if you want to include the District of Columbia, D.C., which is first on the list, how are you going to cut back education of any kind? It makes no sense unless it's an attack. Pay attention, folks, and don't get all crossed up when they come after you. They attack. There's you woke now, huh? Y'all all woke. Oh, I almost cursed there. No, bump that. You better be awoke. You better be awake. You better open up your eyes because they it's no joke out here, folks. And if this even like if this gets past the committee that they're in, if it even gets past there, that's going to be the signal to other states. Hey, we're gaining traction on this. Let's try here. Let's try there. It's a dangerous time, folks. It's a dangerous time. My eyes will be on you, Mississippi. Flood all your representatives, your local guys. You got to flood them. You have to call them now. You have to because it's dangerous, folks. It's, that's how you got to do. You have to make the phone calls. You have to mobilize. Because if you listen, if they cut out even one of our HBCUs, well, you already know if this bill passes, at least one is gone. At least one.
Right.
More likely two. And shoot. All three of them could. Then what are we going to do? What are the people in Jackson, the state capital, that's 80% black? What's the deltas, the people in the delta, Mississippi Valley State?
And Sports Diva added, she says, vote, vote. She's with you too. Rick, one of the things that you read that was in that document when they said labs or research facilities could be transferred to other schools.
Yeah.
What do they want that they're doing this for at one of these programs that they want that program, that academic program at this school? Not that we would know what it is.
Firsthand here.
You know, but we've seen exactly. And see, they don't always come at you straight. They come at you kind of cross-eyed sometimes. And if you're not paying attention, then you're in trouble. And this should be a warning salvo as you said, they've attempted it before. They've attempted it before at other states. They keep throwing up test balloons, trying to see if we are really awake. Rick, I appreciate what you did on that. It was something a little bit different from us, but it was something that we thought need to be drawn to people's attention. Thank you for the story that you did on it.
Yes.
Yeah, it changes the complexion of a lot of things when you look at a state like Mississippi, where a lot of people aren't getting educated anyway, and it's facing an upward battle. And you remove the 3 HBCUs from the state. Rick.
It's scary, Coach. It's scary. It's scary how they're doing it in plain sight.
Right. 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 Well, ladies and gentlemen, you need to make sure you pay attention.
Try our Insights mobile apps and have your own personalized content experience with our exclusive content. We developed an interactive experience as easy and diversified as Netflix. You have exclusive features showing access premium features, behind-the-scenes content and programs only available on our mobile apps and our streaming Roku channel. Insights apps give you our content in your hands while Insights Roku is on your big screen. Locally owned. Globally known. Insights.
Join us on Faith TV on Insights Roku. Anytime you need to feel the word, that you need uplifting, go to Insights YouTube or mobile apps and feel His Spirit lift yours up. Pray with us on Faith TV and allow His Spirit to comfort you. I have been sent to help you find your way. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Faith TV on Insights.
Time out. Time out. This is the coach. I'm a part of the Insights Mick and Rick show. Now when I can get Rick out of that cup, I get good discussion from him about the hottest sports topics. But we do keep it straight, no chaser. The more he turns that cup up, them words come out faster than a chicken pecking up corn. I'm just saying, or trying to say, what the damn hell? Just join us on the Mick and Rick show.
For a limited time only, the first 500 downloads of the Insights app will get free premium content for life. Watch the Mick and Rick show, Black History Moments, Remembering the Legends, Insights Magazine, Faith TV, along with the Game of the Week series. See Insights creative content with skits from the Church Sisters, students in generations and more. The Insights app is on your Android and iPhone and is now being downloaded in countries worldwide.
Rick. We appreciate you, man. We're going to go ahead and get out of here, get ready to cover some more of the CIAA tournament, keep people informed of what's going on and supporting Clapton.
Yeah, and folks, right quick, Coach. Hey, look, follow me on Twitter. Find me at RickBrown91. I'm going to be following this Mississippi piece. And if you got any questions or whatever, you can holler at me. But I'll be watching. I'm going to be watching. So if you got any questions, if you want to ask, I can give updates. I will give updates. If not there, then definitely
here.
I think I know. I think I know a platform that I can give a couple updates.
I think you do. Man, we appreciate Rick. We appreciate that, Rick, and the passion. And the thing is, what you heard in Rick was a person who's been able to see how they set us up. And you can't shoot the town crier, can't kill a messenger. We're trying to make people aware of it so that you can be aware and be ready for the battle that they seem not to think is going to be an issue, that you're not really paying attention. All right, we got to fight for our brothers and our sisters over there in Mississippi now.
That's right. That's right.
You know, that's only 2 states over.
You got to fight for your right. to party. You do. I mean, you do.
Your attention, please. Stay up to date with the latest from Insights. Visit our website at insights.com. 2 I's in the middle. INSIIGHTS.
Insights is a copyright of Mac4 Enterprises, a Florida corporation. This broadcast is produced under the exclusive ownership of Mac4 Enterprises and is the intellectual property and trademark of Mac4 Enterprises. Comments of the host and other individual speakers on Insights represent their independent thoughts and representation.
Go ahead, Rick. Say what you were gonna say.
I was saying, hey, meet me in Savannah on your way back down with them crab cakes, man.
Peace, brother.
Crab cakes.
He said, just saying. I'm just saying, man. What the damn hell?
What the damn hell,